From nerfing Harley to some forgotten heroes finally getting buffed. A new patch just dropped here, and guess what? This is in the original server. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we will look into the new patch note 2.1.71 that is live on the original server. Now this is just a hero adjustment, so you would better watch up carefully as meta might tilt a little bit. Alright, let's start with hero adjustments. First, let's talk about BELERICK. Our oak tree finally got a buff here. Muntun looked at BELERICK's skill 1 and realized people could literally go make coffee before the taunt lands. They have reduced the taunt delay from 1 second down to 0.8 seconds. Now, okay, that may not be sound huge on paper, but in actual gameplay, that is a massive difference. Especially for a hero like BELERICK, where timing is everything. You know how many times enemies just casually walked away from the taunt like they saw it coming from another country. Yeah, that should help a lot. And that's not all. They also buffed his base HP from 2460 to 2600 and increased his physical defense from 15 to 20. Now he's a tankier in the early game and more reliable with his crowd control. Honestly, this is really nice buff. BELERICK has always been annoying in long fights, especially against fast attackers, and now he's going to feel even more comfortable in lane. Marksman players seeing this patch, yes, another reason to suffer. Next, let's talk about AULUS. This adjustment is interesting because it's both a buff and a nerf. Developers want AULUS to reach maximum fighting spirit stakes faster, so they reduce the maximum stakes from 6 down to 4, which means this guy powers up much faster now during fights. And honestly, that's scary, because one of the biggest issues with AULUS was how long it took him to fully activate before becoming dangerous. Sometimes the team fight already ended before Broke finished charging himself. But for balance, they also removed the crowd control immunity effect during the wider slash from his ultimate. So yes, fast power spike but less immunity nonsense. I think this is fair honestly. Because let's be real, a fully staked AULUS running at you already feels like a middle-aged dad angry at customer service. Now let's move on to PAQUITO. And wow, the developers cooked here. They are clearly trying to make PAQUITO stronger in high-level gameplay again. First, they removed the all-passive penalty where his basic attacks only dealt 85% of his total physical attack, which already helps him feel smoother. But now enhanced skills deals extra damage to minions, scaling from 10% up to 30%. So yes, his lane clearing is much better now. And trust me, that matters a lot for rotations and pressure. But wait, there's more. Using enhanced skills now gives PAQUITO damage reduction scaling from 10% to 30% for 1.2 seconds. This alone is a huge buff, to be honest. This guy now basically punches you, moves around like he drank 5 energy drinks and becomes tankier while doing it. Classic PAQUITO behavior. The movement speed duration got slightly reduced from 1.8 seconds to 1.2 seconds, probably to stop him from drifting across the entire map. And skill 1 also got adjusted. Now hitting an enemy grants a shield instead of only heroes or creeps, which means more consistent overall. Honestly, skilled PAQUITO players are going to become terrifying again after this. Now it's time for Chou. And yes, the freestyle army just got another buff. First, his basic attack range got increased from 1.4 to 1.6. That alone already makes him feel smoother. But the real thing here is skill 1. They removed the backswing animation, meaning Chou can now immediately basic attack after using the skill. And if you know Chou players, they are absolutely going to abuse this. The combo speed is going to way look cleaner now. Then we have the ultimate changes. Cooldown changed from the flat 34 seconds to 36 to 30 seconds scaling. And the damage got buffed too. The base damage now reaches 600. While the chase damage goes up to 680 at maximum level. This is actually huge for late game pickoffs. And lastly, the second phase knockback distance got reduced slightly. Why? Because now Chou can instantly follow up with enhanced basic attack more consistently after kicking the enemy. Basically, Muntun said, what if we made Chou even more annoying mechanically? And the Chou mains replied, say less. Finally, let's talk about Harley. Yeah, this is enough. He was shining too well in ranks, so they had to put him down. The developers said they want to reduce his mid-game burst damage and snowball potential. So skill 1 damage per card got reduced from 130 to 210 down to 120 to 180. Not the biggest nerf ever, but definitely noticeable. especially in the mid game where Harley usually starts detecting people with one combo and then disappears into another dimension before you can react. This should make his burst slightly less disgusting because let's be honest, Harley players are still going to appear from a bush and make your HP bar vanish like magic. I'm a bit disappointed because there were no battlefield adjustments. But if you want to know what's cooking on advanced server, then why not check out this video. Overall, this patch is looking pretty solid. BELERICK finally got quality of life buff. AULUS becomes faster online. PAQUITO and Chou players are about to start cooking montage clips again. And Harley players finally received a small reality check. But what do you think? Which adjustment here is the strongest one? And which hero are you most scared of after these buffs? Do you think these little adjustments will affect the meta? Comment your thoughts below. I will love to hear your thoughts. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.